Alright guys, so here we have the Black Masked Saiyan. This of course is Vegeta, being controlled by, Toa and Mira and all them cats, the Time Breakers or whatever. Now this guy, from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, with the introduction of the Vegeta's Lineage category, I was actually taking a look at him and I was like, he's not really too bad. I think he'll actually be quite solid on the Vegeta's Lineage team, so I decided to go ahead and rainbow him. It also was a case where I didn't have very many Vegeta's Lineage units really rainbowed, just outside of a couple different Vegeta cards and Trunks cards. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and add to the rainbows for this category. Open up options, in case, for the upcoming Super Battle Road stage we might get for the Vegeta's Lineage category, or perhaps, for some sort of EZA event. It's always, useful to rainbow a bunch of different units like this. So, boom, Black Masked Saiyan is getting the rainbow. He is definitely a very solid unit. Now that he's on, like, a category leader skill above 130%. Well, he was on the Time Travelers before, but I think this guy can be very, very useful on this team. So, let's go ahead and test out the Black Masked Saiyan, aka Vegeta. Alright guys, so we use Black Masked Saiyan over here on the Vegeta's Lineage team. With his links, he is going to work pretty well on this team, because he does have things like Prodigies, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, all incredibly common links for a lot of the Vegeta units that you will find on this team. I mean, this is eventually just an evil Vegeta unit, basically, in terms of his links and stuff. Now, I'm actually expecting kind of good things from him, because, he does do immense, and he does have, what, a 120% attack buff when full the way built up. So, I kind of think Black Masked Saiyan here could do a pretty good job in terms of being a solid unit to have around on a Vegeta's Lineage team. Now, obviously, as of right now, he is a JP-only unit, but I would not be shocked to see this guy on Global sooner rather than later, with the release dates of Super, Dragon Ball Heroes on the Switch and stuff coming worldwide. There could be a very well, like a Dragon Ball Heroes, like, release celebration for Global. I think that would make a ton of sense. Okay, so this is interesting. We have Brawl, Black Masked Saiyan, and LR Vegeta. I want to keep Brawl for now with Black Masked Saiyan, and let's go ahead and see like what kind of damage he's capable of dealing here. So he does immense damage. He lowers attack and defense. He doesn't really have any sort of build up on his passive or anything. It's literally just as long as he has full key. Okay, 1.2 million right there. Okay, that's not bad. Now he shouldn't. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. He's also going to be a pretty solid defensive unit, because he, he has just as much defense as he does attack. So he will be solid. That is him without Prodigies or Saiyan Warrior Race active, though, because neither Brawl or LR Super Saiyan 4 have those. So, vital attack links. So we definitely can have Black Masked Saiyan look a little bit more impressive here. I will push. Let's get the Vegeta off rotation, and we will go ahead and get him next to Black Masked Saiyan to activate a lot of those links. He'll be able to activate Prodigies, Saiyan Warrior Race. I also brought God Topo. God Topo is another sort of interesting support type option you can use on the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta team. You could go with the Super Saiyan 3 GT Kid Goku as well. Obviously, he'll work a little better with LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta because he's got Saiyan Roar, but Topo, will work a little bit better with the rest of the team, since he does give 35% rather than the 33%. Plus, he also does give that little bit of SA modifier on super attack as well. So God Topo can be a reasonably good option for the team here. And then I really do like this base form Vegeta. A lot of those awakenings for those 3-year anniversary units really did turn out to be pretty damn good units, so I'm very pleased with that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me see how well Black Masked Saiyan will be able to defend right here against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta right here. I think he'll be able to do pretty damn good. Black Masked Saiyan has 120% defense. Well, I guess his defense... Okay, yeah. Literally, as I was just about to say that, his defense does activate when he super attacks, because he gets 90% attack and defense when ki is 6 or more, and then he also gets another 30% attack and defense when ki is 8 or more. So that's very good, but again, it's not going to activate until he actually attacks. So when Vegeta attacked him right there, Black Mask Saiyan had none of the 120% defensive buff that he can get. So I guess it would be smarter to like rock him in the second rotation, since most of the time he's not going to be able to have that buff. I guess, you know what? F it. Let's just go ahead and blow this stage of Vegeta away with the active skills. Let's just get him out of here. And let's just go ahead and move on to the final stage and see how our boy Black Mask Saiyan can do. Man, that damage, like just free damage like that is just so nice, dude. Just, here you go, enemy. Just take these free attacks you can't do anything about. I love it. I love it. The active skill mechanic is awesome if done the right way. Oh, wow. Okay, so we didn't even have to gather ki or anything. Just completely took him down. Love it. That's great. That's great. Okay, so I guess actually I might go ahead and drop... Oh, I still have my Super Battle Road items equipped. I guess I'll just use one of these items right here. Just to make sure we have full health here, because... Bra should be okay. The thing about Bra is she does have that 30%, I think it's a 30% chance to dodge pretty much always, because she is a Peppy Gal category unit, and you know, she gets a 30% chance to dodge per Peppy Gal category unit, so that is very helpful for her. And then look at her attack stat just jumping up. It goes up like 100,000 pretty much every super attack she does. That's really cool. Alright, and Black Mask Saiyan will get an attack stat of 1.3 million. Okay, he could possibly get a bit higher with God Topo there instead of the Vegeta. Because it just would depend on the way the links factor into Black Mask Saiyan's damage compared to, you know, getting like support type passives and stuff like that. Oh, well, that base form Vegeta is the one that got super attacked. Okay, well, I'm glad I used an item then, because this will hurt. Anyway, wow, that Vegeta is really good. Like, sure, I used an Android 8, which increased defense, but that's not damage reduction, that's just defense. This Vegeta is impressive. There's no doubt about that. It was really just extra defense, and he completely tanked the damage there from LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's super attack. Like, see, dude, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, I'm pleading with y'all to understand that these Dokkan events are too easy. They're a joke. Most category teams can obliterate these. Like, I know my units are rainbowed, yeah, but these are not hard. Let's not pretend like any of these Dokkan events are difficult at all. Like, if we're talking, you know, Super Battle Road, Dokkan Battlefield, Easy A, sure, yeah, I get it, but Dokkan events are just fodder now. There's no Dokkan event that's really that challenging. It's you know, UI Goku, I guess, or maybe Jiren. Those are the only two that are actually difficult. Like, the rest of these, they just go down like pussies. Dokkan event bosses are bitches, man. There's no challenge whatsoever, and they're too short too. I'm selling these Dokkan bosses. They need to be a minimum of five rounds, man. It's got to be 5, or else transforming units are just completely neutered too, by the way. So it is what it is. Now, Black Mask Saiyan, I actually liked what I saw from him. I think he's going to be a pretty consistent unit. Like, he's just going to sit right around that 1 million to probably like 1.4 million range. He'll be able to do that damage at Rainbowed. He'll be able to defend, you know, provided he's not in the first slot getting hit before he attacks. But he's definitely a solid unit. You know, like, because I know a lot of people did summon a lot on the Super Dragon Ball Heroes banner. And, like, you know, let's say you were going for another unit and you ended up pulling 1 million of the Black Mask Saiyan. Well, he certainly can be valuable. I think he could be good on really all 3 of his teams, Pure Saiyan, Time Traveler, and Vegeta's Lineage. Obviously, Vegeta's Lineage is the best one for him. I mean, a lot of units are going to look really good, too, with Bra around. That's just a fact. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and take a look at all the details of Black Mask Saiyan here. Alright, so this is Seal of the Demon Realm Black Mask Saiyan. His leader skill is Extreme AGL, type Key 3, HP attack and defense 70%. So right away, he would be a fantastic unit in Dokkan Battlefield for a lot of newer players and stuff like that. Because that's a very, like, that's his SSR leader skill. 3 key, 70% the stats for Extreme AGL. He'll be a pretty good Dokkan Battlefield unit just based off his leader skill alone. His super attack is the Dark Final Flash, which actually does immense damage and lowers attack and defense. Lowering attack, of course, is something that is definitely helpful. His passive skill, Thirst for Strength, is attack and defense 90% when key is 6 or more, then an additional 30% attack and defense when key is 8 or more, and then he gets plus 2 key when key is 10 or more. So he only needs to get to 10 key to super attack. Also, again, remember, the way these passives works, where it's when key is, you know, 7 or more, 8 or more, whatever it is, those only activate when he attacks. That's why, you know, if you put Black Mask Saiyan in the first slot, if he gets hit before he's hit, his defensive buffs will not activate. So that's one negative about him. But in the second or third slot, he will do fine. His links are the Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Berserker, and Prepare for Battle. So he's going to be looking good on the Vegeta's Lineage team. Lots of common Vegeta links like Prodigies and Royal Lineage, so that will work out well. His 12 key multiplier is 130%, which is pretty bad, honestly. You know, maybe if he ever gets a Dokkan Awakening, they could bump that way up. But that's, yeah, that's why he's only at like 1.3 million, 1.4 million, even though his 12 key multiplier, okay, he has a 120% attack buff, and he's only doing like 1.3, 1.4 million. It's because of that 12 key multiplier. So like if that went way up, his damage would go way up too. And then of course our boy is on 3 category teams as of right now. He is over here on the Pure Saiyan team, which, you know, he can be useful on. The reason I did not rainbow this guy when he first came out, by the way, is because only the Pure Saiyan team was around that this guy was able to be on. Since he's released, they've added 2 more categories, you know, Vegeta's Lineage and the Time Traveler team as well. So, you know, with those 2 categories, I figured, you know, Black Mask Saiyan could potentially be a useful unit in Super Battle Road or maybe like an EZA event for one of those categories. So I decided to go ahead and give him the rainbow there. Usually that's what I'll do. Like, you know, once a unit is on several different categories where they're useful or usable, I'm pretty much always going to rainbow them. Or, you know, my pretty much new motto nowadays, if I use a unit, I'm just going to rainbow it. Pretty much that simple. So, here we go. Here was Black Mask Saiyan. Definitely, you know, he's solid enough. Not really too good, not, you know, not bad, nothing like that. He's just a very useful unit to have, though. Like he's a good sort of sub option for a lot of these teams right here. But all right, guys, we'll go ahead and finish up for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.